Hello, Stetson Stallions. It's your art teacher, Miss Clark. I just wanted to say hi to you guys and let you know that this week we're going to be talking about an artist named Greg Mike. Now, Greg Mike is a contemporary artist, meaning he's still alive and creating today, who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, so he is an American artist. Now, Greg Mike is also known as a street artist or a muralist for his type of art. So that means he likes to go outside, he likes to create big works of art up on a wall that's called a mural. So he really wants everyone to see his artwork and for it to be shared and bring motivation and positivity to everybody around him or that interact with his work. We're going to be creating a work of art inspired by the artist Greg Mike, but first I wanted us to look a little bit more into his artwork. The first thing we're going to learn about is this little cartoon guy who's a little square with a rectangle mouth named Larry Loudmouth. And Larry Loudmouth is a cartoon that Greg Mike created and actually hides up in his murals. So he makes this little cartoon square gut monster and hides it up in giant works of art for people to see. Sometimes it's more obvious than others, but it's kind of like his signature, his little hidden piece in his artwork. Alright guys, so next I'm going to show you guys his art, and I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at them and see if you can find Larry Loudmouth hidden inside of his work. Did you guys see him? That's him right there. He's the square little monster with the giant mouth, as if he's shouting something positive to say to everybody. Now, if you guys look closely at Greg Mike's work, you might even see some things that you recognize. He likes to take different types of cartoons and he combines them with his own ideas to create a whole new work of art. Alright guys, so now that we've learned about the artist Greg Mike, what we're going to be doing for our activity this week is creating a positive or motivational poster to share with others inspired by the artist Greg Mike. Now, we looked at his little tiny creature, Larry Loudmouth, and what I want you guys to think about, if you looked at him, he's got a really big mouth. It's like he wants to shout something or share something. And we're going to be thinking about something positive or encouraging we can share with others as if we were Larry Loudmouth to make on a poster. Now, the artist Greg Mike once said, "As a kid, adults always tell you to use your inside voice, to be quiet, to behave like an adult. Now, that's always important, but if you were Larry Loudmouth, what positive, encouraging message would you want to shout and share? What would you want others to hear? How would you brighten or inspire their day?" Which is my question for you guys. The first thing you guys are going to do for this assignment is you are going to need to get a piece of paper and something to draw with. I'm just explaining it so you don't have to draw along with me right now. The first step is going to be to go ahead and draw a speech bubble. Once you have drawn a speech bubble on your piece of paper, it does not need to look like this one. It can be any type you want. There's a ton if you Google them. You guys are going to go ahead for your second step and write that inspirational quote that you chose right in here. If you look below too after this video, I included a Google form for you guys that shows you all different types of quotes from famous people, famous artists, presidents, all that fun stuff. You guys can choose one from there or find one on your own from your own family. It's up to you. Once you have your famous inspirational quote up here, what I want you guys to do is draw who is saying this quote. It could be a picture of the person who actually shared this quote, like the person who originally said it. It could be a picture of you saying it to other people, so drawing a self-portrait. Or if you want to be like the artist, Greg Mike, you can go ahead and draw your own Larry Loudmouth in there. And you could have Larry Loudmouth sharing this quote. But again, who you want saying it is up to you. So the first step is to draw a speech bubble. Second, go ahead and add an inspirational quote. And third, draw somebody saying it. Go ahead and finish him up real quick. Once you are done drawing the person, make sure, actually while you're drawing the person, make sure you guys are adding details so you know who it is. Don't just draw a stick figure. I don't want to see giant stick figures on my papers. Add some details. Okay, once you guys have who is saying it, what I want you guys to do is think about what other objects you want in the picture, what other details you want around. And the final step is to go ahead and create the background. Now, the background in a picture, there we go, finish them up. The background is a picture is what is behind your main object. So it's not going to be the little monster right here. It's not going to be the speech bubble or the quote. It's going to be behind it. And when you're drawing it, if you're drawing lines, you don't want to go through your speech bubble. You want to draw to it, stop, skip over, draw, continue on the other side, stop, skip over, continue on the other side. Do you see how this line looks like it's going behind everything? That's what you want to do. You want to draw a background. What's behind it? Now, when you guys are done, what you should have is a full page filled with super cool designs for your inspirational quote, including it at least. And when you're done, double check. You have your speech bubble. You have your inspirational quote. You have objects. And you have a background. So those are the 4 things you guys are going to need to include. When you're done, if you have colors, go ahead, color it in. And you guys can hang it up around your house, maybe in a front window, anywhere you want, to help motivate and inspire others each day. Alright guys, when you're done, go to the Google form on the page for the assignment, and you guys can go ahead, take a picture, upload it there. Make sure you're signed into your Google account. I had a lot of people asking questions about that. Sign into your Google account before you upload the picture so it'll actually share to the drive. If you can't get it to work, you guys can always email me directly. Alright guys, good luck with the assignment. Make sure you are making a positive, motivational poster inspired by the artist Greg Mike.